I'm Ann Lovatt and I'm a professional violinist based in London. Over the past few years, I've been bringing live music sessions combining mindfulness and meditation techniques to large audiences through my work with the City of London Sinfonia. I'm here to share with you a series of 7 complementary videos, one for each day of the week, which will introduce you to the powerfully therapeutic fields of music, mindfulness and meditation. Each video will provide you with an opportunity to deeply relax whilst learning something about the connections between music, our minds and our bodies. The meditation sections will also be available as short standalone videos, so you can revisit these over time and deepen your therapeutic practice and well-being. If you suffer from anxiety or find it difficult to manage stress in your life, this is for you. At the end of every session, you'll come away with a suggested playlist of music of all types, not just classical music, to listen to and explore in order to extend your enjoyment and understanding of each unique theme or musical device and how it relates to you. This will be listed at the end of each video for easy access. I really hope you will get as much pleasure from watching as I've had from making these videos for you. Please subscribe so I can let you know as soon as each new video becomes available. Please also let me know if you have any comments and tell me what you enjoy listening to most. If you want to know more about me, visit my website at www.musicandmindfulness.co.uk. Enjoy the videos. So I'm going to talk for about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll do a standing guided meditation. So you might want to have a chair ready if you're not comfortable standing. So today's theme is going to be the ground bass. Now, this is a very, very old musical device. It goes right back to the 13th century. And when I was doing my internet surfing, of course, the first thing you come across if you look for ground bass is the Pachelbel canon. It's an incredibly popular work. I think the first one I looked at had about 13 million YouTube views. And it has a very typical ground bass. The ground bass is a short, quite melodic, simple bass pattern which underpins the music and gives it a really solid, repetitive structure. I'll just play you the Pachelbel canon ground bass so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure you will have heard it before. Sound familiar? You must have heard that. And above that bass, there's a beautiful free melody, which is a set of variations, and it expands throughout the piece. There are lots and lots of other examples of the ground bass in music, going right through. My favourite actually is Purcell's Aria from his opera Dido and Aeneas. It's the most exquisitely beautiful theme, and it's called When I Am Laid in Earth. Now I'm going to give you a bit of a playlist today of pieces that I think make this connection between grounding the body and listening to music, and that being a helpful tool. When I'm Laid in Earth by Henry Purcell is one of the most beautiful examples of this technique, and one of the greatest singers to sing it is the late and great Jessye Norman. Do listen to that. So that's my first tip to you, to listen to that today. I'll be looking at that piece in more detail in video 7 coming up. So going back to a little historical view, Bach, in complete contrast to Pachelbel, used the ground bass many times, but in particular in his Chaconne for solo violin. It's from his second partita in D, and it is one of the most challenging and most profound pieces of music ever written for the violin. So that's the next thing I really urge you to listen to. It's about 15 minutes long, solo violin, virtuosic piece, absolutely beautiful, and it's at Perlman is my favourite. Now Bach uses the ground bass, but he really goes away from it. He's such a wizard, and developmentally it is a world away from the simple Pachelbel canon. Gorgeous music. He wrote it coming back from a trip away, probably a concert tour, just after his wife had passed away. She was a mother of 7 of his many children, and I think on hearing that news, this was his response. So do listen to that piece. If you're not so keen on classical music, you might want to listen to some 12-bar blues. Again, a really fundamental bass structure. Have a listen to Ben Webster's Bounce Blues of 1954, or Sarah Vaughan's I Gotta Sing the Blues. You can't listen to blues without checking out Ella Fitzgerald and her St. Louis Blues of 1963. Wonderful stuff. Coming right up to date, check out Coldplay's Viva la Vida. Listen to the bass line there. You'll see that in lots of popular music, there's this type of ground bass. Why is it such a successful musical device? I think it's because it gives us such a strong foundation. And yet above the bass line, there's a freedom for the performer to be able to play in an improvisational way. And for the listener, that's really satisfying too. There's the feeling of the harmony coming home, and the repetitive structure gives stability. We're going to do a standing guided meditation in a moment. And after that, I'll play you a piece of Bach, which features the ground bass. It's the Aria from the Goldberg variations. Bach uses a 32-bar phrase, and although I'm playing it on my violin, you'll still hear how the bass line outlines the harmony and gives this beautiful stability, allowing the upper voice to be free. This is a standing meditation. Find a comfortable standing position and slip off your shoes. Have your feet hip width apart and a gentle bend in your knees. Notice the sensation in your feet as you connect with the floor. Allow your arms to rest gently by your sides and scan your body for areas of tension. Is your head or neck tight? Drop your chin slightly to lengthen the muscles down the back of your neck. Allow your shoulders to soften. Let go of tension anywhere in your body. Take your attention down to your hands and fingers. Open and close your fists. Stretch your fingers. And then take your attention back up the arms and down through the body to your legs, your thighs, knees, feet,
and toes. Be aware of every part of each foot. Your heels, the sides, the ball of each foot, and your toes. Wiggle and stretch your toes. You might want to raise yourself onto tiptoes and then rock back onto your heels a couple of times. Then allow your feet to relax deeply into the floor and notice your breath. Take a moment to become aware of the natural movement of your body as you breathe. If thoughts intrude, acknowledge them and bring your mind back to your breath. Take a few deeper breaths. And focus on the out breath only, pushing any tension out of your body. Begin a circle of breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Allow your jaw and tongue to soften. Notice the temperature of the air as it enters and leaves your body. And any sensations in your nose and mouth. Notice the gap between the outgoing and incoming breath. Find a comfortable rhythm in your breath, allowing the breath just to come and go. Create an image in your mind of a large tree. You may want to watch the images on the screen or make your own in your mind. Imagine the roughness of the tree against your back as you lean against it. Imagine you are one with the trunk. Your long, straight back reaching tall towards your upper branches. Under your feet, visualize your roots spreading out. Allow your feet to stretch and register the contact with the ground beneath you. Imagine your roots are spread out in an arc, sinking down into the soil, reaching out for nourishment. Feel yourself being held by the gravitational pull of the earth. Send any negative energy down into the earth and allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper into a calm space. Allow your attention to stay with your breath as you make this connection with the earth. Coming back up the body, sense your upper branches reaching out for the sun's warmth and vitality. Turn your palms upward and one by one raise your arms out to the side and up high above your head. Imagine you can feel the sun's energy. Enjoy the stretch and open your chest. Raise both arms together, palms upward. Stretch in a wide circle, turning your palms downward towards the earth as you lower your arms. Soften your shoulders. And take your attention back to your breath once more. Keep the qualities of the tree in harmony with nature. Gather your energy from above and below. Grounded, centered in this present moment.